This is Kilo India 4, Victor Echo Yankee. Hey, Steve, you're looking good, man. That's a beautiful blue polo shirt you're wearing. You're looking good. I think you got your beauty sleep last night. Muy buenas noches a todos los radioescuchas. Le habla un servidor, Kilo India 4, Victor Echo Yankee, conduciendo la red de prácticas de emergencia en la noche de hoy. Good evening, everyone. This is Kilo India 4, Victor Echo Yankee, your humble servant in the South Florida Emergency Communications Aerial Aries Network, conducted tonight's Emergency Communications Net, affiliated with Aerial Aries, Aerial ARPSC, and also the Everglades Amateur Radio Club. Don't forget, in 1930 hours, two things are going to happen. Howard Benner and myself are going to be conducting the Simplex Net of 146520, and that's when you check in with us. That's the Aries Simplex Net. You can go ahead and QS what a 44400. Steve Taylor, our club president, is going to be there conducting tonight's net. Always very informational and entertaining. Do not miss it, please.
Net Control, please check in. November 4, Radio Bravo Bravo, and for RBB, Mike and Hialeah.
Hialeah, thank you for checking in, brother. The City of Progress. You're coming in loud and clear, loud and clear. Thank you much.
K4QKL, checking in.
Hey, John, you're coming in loud and clear also. Good old John from Homestead. Thank you for your faithfulness, man. I really appreciate you checking.
Roger, 73, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too, John. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed 2022. Muy buenas noches a todos los radioescuchas. Le habla un servidor, Kilo India 4, Victor Echo Yankee, Luis Piñón, conduciendo la red de prácticas de emergencia de comunicaciones para el sur de la Florida, afiliada with ARL Aries and ARL RPSC y el Everglades Amateur Radio Club. Estamos listos para que chequee con nosotros. We only got like 4 minutes left, so let's make them count. This is Kilo India 4, Victor Echo Yankee, Luis Piñón, conducting tonight's net. Good evening, everyone. Once more, this is Kilo India 4 Victor Echo Yankee. Louis Pignon conducting tonight's South Florida Emergency Communications Net. We are ready for your check-ins and make them count. We only got 2 minutes left. This is Kilo India 4 Victor Echo Yankee, Louis Pignon. This concludes tonight's South Florida Emergency Communications Net. I'm going to QSY now to 146520 for the area simplex net. This is Kilo India 4 Victor Echo Yankee saying good night. God bless each and every one of you. God bless the United States of America. Long live the Republic.
All right, thanks, Louis. And this is W1HQL for the W4SVR Everglades Amateur Radio Club Net. We will begin the net in a couple of minutes, give folks an opportunity to shoot over to Simplex and check in with the Simplex team there. We can't stress how important it is to make sure your equipment is working well and you've got a good antenna set up. And it's a great opportunity to experiment with antennas, especially on VHF Simplex. All right, with that, we're also live streaming right now on YouTube. You can go to W1HQL, go to YouTube and search W1HQL or Everglades Amateur Radio Club, and you should see the live icon there with the Everglades Amateur Radio Club logo. Just click on that, and then you're inside my shack. So with that, I know I've got Eddie on there and somebody else just signed on, but I just want to get a quick audio report if you can hear me okay. Hey, Willie, I just saw you sign on. Let me know how my audio is coming over the computer right now. Again, the net will be starting in about a minute, and we're just giving folks an opportunity to shoot over to Simplex. All right, beautiful. Thanks, Willie. All right, hello stations, hello stations, hello stations. This is W1HQL, and I'll be acting as your net control station for the Everglades Amateur Radio Club weekly informational net. The purpose of this net is to informally gather club members and other amateur radio operators to talk about ham-related information, to get on the air, chat, and have a good time. All radio amateurs are invited to participate in this net, and you do not need to be a member of the club to check into the net. This net operates at 7:30 p.m. every Tuesday evening on this repeater. And as always, the net will yield the frequency to emergency or priority traffic at any time if needed. Let's break. The Everglades Amateur Radio Club is an ARRL Special Services Club. We do offer ham licensing testing, yearly field day operations, and other ham-related activities. Regular club meetings occur the second Friday of each month, and you can meet us at the John D. Campbell Agricultural Center at 7 p.m. There at 7 p.m. we start with the Aries-related information, and then at 7:30 we start with our regular club business. And the address of the center is 18710 Southwest 288th Street. Again, starts at 7 o'clock and then 7:30 for club-related activities. Again, my call sign is W1HQL. My name's Steve. I'm located down here in Homestead. Let's get this net started and start taking check-ins.
Kilo Golf 4, Oscar, X-ray Oscar, North Miami, no traffic.
Kilo Oscar 4, Kilo Sierra Golf, Willie in Hialeah with no traffic.
All right, I copied Jamie. Kilo Golf 4, Oscar, X-ray Oscar, and Willie, Kilo Oscar 4, Kilo Sierra Golf. Happy New Year to both of you. And sorry, I got so wrapped up in the preamble, I failed to say Happy New Year to everyone as a group. Hope everybody had a safe and Happy New Year, and let's knock on wood that'll be a healthy one. All right, I see Eddie in there. I see Willie, and I see Bob. Again, Eddie, thanks for the update on the audio. The last net that I did, I noticed the audio was a bit low, so I went into the radio and beefed up the monitor volume. On the IC7100, in order to get the audio to go over the air, I have to turn on the monitor. So I can hear myself talking in here, and I just cranked up the volume a bit to give us a little bit more driver audio output going into YouTube. So hopefully that helped out. All right, you just mentioned my audio is gone. Come on the air. Do you hear me on YouTube at all?
Hey, Steve, you're coming through.
Okay, cool. All right. You're tuned into the W4SV Everglades Amateur Radio Club Net. My call sign is W1HQL. We're taking check-ins.
Kilo Mike 4, Hotel Julia Papa. Round Ribbons with no traffic.
Kilo
Beach with no traffic.
Whiskey 1, Charlie, Lima, Tango, Robert in the Redlands, no traffic.
Kilo November 4, Romeo Golf Foxtrot, Eric in West Kendall, and no traffic.
All right, acknowledging Kilo Mike 4, Hotel Juliet Papa. I got you, Ron, Eddie, Kilo Juliet 4, Juliet Tango, Quebec, loud and clear down here into Homestead. Robert, Whiskey 1, Charlie, Lima, Tango, and Eric, Kilo November 4, Romeo Golf Foxtrot. Thanks, guys, for checking in. And again, if you hadn't heard me before, I hope you all had a cool and great New Year. I'm going to relate an experience I had during the New Year's Eve celebration. That was I guess a lesson learned when it comes down to ham radio emergency comm preparation, and I'll leave you hanging on that one. Not much going on in the ham radio news. Things were rather quiet. I really did a lot of digging, couldn't find anything that would have sparked much interest. However, I did get a new project that I'm working on in the shack. It's a power supply automatic switch module. Basically, it's a uninterrupted power supply that would be used in my shack in the event the power shuts off for whatever reason, and I need to go to battery. On my left over here, I do have a couple of car batteries and an inverter, and the inverter will convert, of course, that 12 volt to 110 volt. But you know that's a finite source of energy, and it's a reliable but finite. But I also have a secondary backup that I'm working on, and I'm putting together an uninterruptible power supply for less than $10. I have the batteries. I got like 6 small batteries that are hooked up. You know, they're like 4 amp hour ones, and I'll be attaching this device onto my power supply board that's on my rack. And what this is, it's a DC 12 volt, 12 amp, 150 watt switchable power a power switch. And what you would do is simply put in on this side, you'd put in your power supply, positive and negative. Okay, that's your main power supply to your radio. And then a positive and negative here from your battery. So you've got 2 power supplies coming into this switch, and the output is here to your radio. In the event there's a power outage and your switching or linear power supply is no longer supplying power, it'll automatically switch over to the batteries. Okay, uninterruptible. And it works just fine. I bench tested it. It works great. You can get these suckers on eBay for $7.55, no shipping. All right. And it's a cool little project that you can try out in your shack. It's pretty straightforward, just running some wires, you know, finding a place to mount it. So if you want any more details on that, just let me know. Again, you're tuned into the W4SVI Everglades Amateur Radio Club Net. My call sign is W1HQL. I'm taking check-ins.
November 4, Oscar, Delta Bravo, Jeff and Homestead. Kilo Oscar 4, Sierra Papa Sierra, Caesar, West Kendall, no traffic.
Kilo 4 Hotel Oscar Romeo reporting live over Locker.
All right, gentlemen, Happy New Year. And I copied November 4, Oscar Delta Bravo Jeff, got you down, Caesar, Kilo Oscar 4, Sierra Papa Sierra, and Mikey, Kilo 4 Hotel Oscar Romeo. Mikey, do you have any traffic for us?
Steve, my fault. I'm listening. I'm on the YouTube thing, and I don't even have the bloody radio on. I was going through YouTube. Sure, why not?
All right, it's yours. Go ahead.
Happy New Year's, folks. It's a new year, new time, new day, but same old schedule. Thursday night, 1900 hours, right here on this very same repeater. 444-800, 1900 hours, Thursdays night, the North Day Amateur Radio Club net. If you'd like to participate, come on by. Swing by. We'll be drinking and talking and having good old ham radio camaraderie. If you're interested, again, same rules apply. That means generally no rules. So come on through. We will love to have you. That's Thursday night, 444-800, 1900 hours. Thank you very much, Steve. Happy New Year's, and we'll be listening.
All right, thanks for that, Mike. And do we have any additional check-ins? All right, just a reminder, we're streaming live on YouTube. If you're just tuning in, you can also come down and visit me in my shack by just going to YouTube and typing in my call sign in the search bar, W1HQL, and or type in Everglades Amateur Radio Club. It should take you right over to the live broadcast icon, and you'll see the Everglades Amateur Radio Club icon. Actually, it'll look exactly like that on my cup. And just click on that, and welcome to my shack. Well, at least half my shack. All right, before I get into the next article, I mentioned to you that about a lesson learned. And it kind of dawned on me when I was getting ready for the net, because there wasn't much on the news that I could share with you, at least this week. So I was thinking about emergency communications and getting prepared. And what happened was during the New Year's Eve. Well, actually, the day of New Year's Eve. I was over in Kissimmee, Florida, with my son, and spending time up there with him and my grandkids. And we had some fireworks that we're going to blow off. Actually, it was quite a few of them. And we had radio-controlled remote setups, things like that, and we're wiring everything up. You know, we spent several hours, more than several hours, getting that set up. Part of the setup was getting this on film, and we each had a drone, and I had already programmed in my drone flight path, so it was autonomous, and I didn't have to even think about the drone. It would take off, land by itself, get all the pictures we wanted, and while we enjoyed the firework display. And so we tested and tested and tested. Everything worked fine until 5 minutes before midnight, when we're ready to launch the drone and launch the fireworks. Guess what didn't launch? Well, actually, it would have launched if I had allowed it, but it didn't connect to the audio and video didn't connect as it should for the drone. So 5 minutes and after testing multiple times, it failed. And a lesson to be learned in amateur radio for emergency comms: you can test and check and test all you want, but you need to have a backup contingency. And that's what I didn't have. It would be nice if I had 2 drones, but that's not the case. But you can see the need. Murphy is going to strike at any time, and it did there. It was no tragedy. You know, we got plenty of nice videos from the cell phones and things like that. But a good lesson to learn, or at least was one for me. Have a backup contingency if there's something significant that you need to prepare for. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Kilo India 4, Victor Echo Yankee.
Lewis, I got you in the log, sir, and go ahead with your relays.
Thank you, sir. And once more, I want to thank you. I really appreciate you helping me out last week with that net. Thank you very much. The first one is Whiskey Charlie 4 Bravo Papa. Whiskey Charlie 4 Bravo Papa, Jose Antonio. Followed by November 4 Charlie Juliet Golf Carlos. November 4 Charlie Juliet Golf Carlos. Break.
Got it.
Kilo 4 Uniform Tango Lima. Kilo 4 Uniform Tango Lima Run. Followed by Whiskey 4 Lima Charlie Mike Ramon. Whiskey 4 Lima Charlie Mike Ramon. Break.
Go ahead.
AK4 FU. AK4 FU Frank. Kilo Bravo 4 Alpha India Lima Frank. Kilo Bravo 4 Alpha India Lima Frank. And the last one is Whiskey 4 Alpha Sierra. Whiskey 4 Alpha Sierra Alberto.
All right, let's see if I copied that correctly. I got Whiskey Charlie 4 Bravo Papa, November 4 Charlie Julia Golf, Kilo 4 Uniform Tango Lima, Whiskey 4 Lima Charlie Mike, Alpha Kilo 4 Fox Uniform, Kilo Bravo 4 Alpha India Lima, and Whiskey 4 Alpha Sierra. All good?
All good, Steve. Thank you.
All right, and you had mentioned on the other net, Alpha Kilo 4 Fox Uniform, Frank. He was ill with the flu. Is he hospitalized or is he at home?
No, he's very ill, but he's got like a real bad flu. Real bad flu. He did the COVID test. Thank God it came back negative. He's going to go to the doctor tomorrow. And it's a real bad flu. You got to remember, I think what happened was it went down to the 30s 3 days ago up there, and it snowed like hell. And I think that's what happened. He was out there working. He keeps thinking that he's still 25 years old, and I tell him that, hey, we're all old men now. We can't do all that. So he's a little sick, but he'll come around, and he's going to go to the doctor tomorrow. I emphasize that he should take antibiotics to avoid ending up in the hospital with pneumonia.
Yeah, hopefully he takes care of himself. And I know you gave an update pertaining to Luciano. Can you share that again, please?
Oh, Steve, thank you for mentioning, but it was not an update. I neglected to reach out to his sister. What happens is, well, I didn't neglect. It's just that I haven't been able to talk to her. Because you got to remember, I call Luciano's number repeatedly and or leave messages, and then the sister sees who's calling, and then she calls me. What I'm going to do is when I talk to her sometime tomorrow, I'm going to ask her if she would be kind enough to give me her cell number so that we can stay informed. You know?
QSL copy. Just let me know. All right. And I'll try calling Jackson, see if he's still in the CCU unit.
Let's hope he's still there, or let's hope he's coming around, because his health is kind of frail. You know, I don't want to go into the intimate details of the problems that he has, but we got to keep him in our prayers. And the moment I find something out, Steve, tomorrow, I promise you I'll be the first one you call.
All right, QSL, thanks. All right, folks, here again, you're tuned into the W4 SVR Everglades Amateur Radio Club. We'll take some check-ins, and I'll give you a launch that's coming up on Thursday that we may be able to see right from our backyard.
Kilo, November 4, Sierra, Foxtrot, Mike, Howard, Little Gables, no traffic.
All right, Kilo, November 4, Sierra Fox, Mike. Got you down, Howard. Thanks for checking in. Happy New Year.
Hope it's a great one for you and everybody in the club. KN4 FM.
Traffic 73. Have a Happy New Year.
All right, that was a double, but I know who that was. John, I got you. KK4QKL, my neighbor down here in Homestead. Happy New Year to you too, John. All right, well, the first launch for 2022 SpaceX will be occurring at 4:49 p.m. our time. For those of you that want to stick to GMT, it was 21:49. And the backup time for the launch is 6:47 p.m. if it doesn't occur at 4:49. What makes this one, I don't want to say unique, but what makes this one a bit interesting, that in a change from the previous Starlink missions, the Falcon 9 rocket will fly southeast from the coast of Florida on a course just north of the Bahamas and place a new batch of internet satellites into low Earth orbit. I'm no expert on launches or trajectories or anything like that, but it sounds like it's going to be pointing somewhat in our direction. If you look to the north, dead north, and usually about a minute after the launch, you can see that thing going up. I've seen it already 3 times already from my house here in Homestead. But it takes off and it heads out east and away, and then before you know it, it's gone. What makes it worse is that if there's any clouds around or anything like that, of course it gets obscured. So knock on wood that we have a relatively clear, a late afternoon. You should be able to see it. Then the sun will be down low. It'll still be kind of bright, but that plume that comes out of that rocket is just absolutely incredible. So with that, you may be able to see it, and it may be headed somewhat in our direction. So the visual of that actual rocket, may stay longer than it normally would. So those of you that are fans of watching that kind of stuff, 4:49 on Thursday, look north and keep your eyes peeled. I know I will. All right, folks, we only have a couple of minutes left, and as you're tuned into the W4SVR Everglades Amateur Radio Club Net, we're taking check-ins.
Kilo 4, Sierra November Bravo, Jose, no traffic.
All right, Jose, good to hear you in there. Happy New Year. Kilo 4, Sierra November Bravo, we got you down.
This is Kilo Alpha 4, Whiskey Hotel Tango.
All right, that signal was a bit choppy. Try again.
Yeah, I'm on my HT. Let me stick it out the window. This is Kilo Alpha 4, Whiskey Hotel Tango. My name here is Paul, and I'm in Pembroke Pines, Florida.
All right, I caught you that time. Not bad for a handheld up there in Pembroke Pines. Kilo Alpha 4, Whiskey Alpha Tango. We got you in the logs. Thanks a lot, Tom.
Don't miss it by one letter. It's Whiskey Hotel Tango.
You're absolutely right. It is Whiskey Hotel Tango. I made my H look like an A. That's why I said that. Sorry about that. It's been corrected, and you are in the log as Whiskey Hotel Tango.
All right, thanks so much. I really appreciate the info on the satellites. I'm going to definitely check that out Thursday. Have a good night.
All right, 7-3.
Whiskey 0, Lima, Alpha Bravo, Logan, Paul Meadow Bay, no traffic.
Hey, Logan, thanks for stopping by and checking. Happy New Year, buddy. Hope you and the family are doing well. I got you in the log as Whiskey 0, Lima, Alpha Bravo.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. We got our line sandbagging in the background here. Hey, 73, see you guys back to net from W0LV.
All right, cool. Yeah, I see a line's already logged in. That's great. That's great. I haven't been paying attention to the chat window, but I see some things popping up in there. Cool. We're really having a good time with this YouTube Live. So we'll keep on doing that. Plus, it records the net, and so anybody that misses the net, they can tune in. And a quick message over to the line. I'm going to reach out to you, line, find out when you may be available. I'd like to talk to you about a beam project for Eddie, KJ4JTQ. We're looking at a possibility of a crane project and putting up a large beam antenna that he has in his backyard. So I'd like to get your input on that.
Hey, Steve O. The line says to pass the info over to him or whatever, so he'll help out as he can.
Roger. Yeah, I see him texting now. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll reach out to the line first to give them a heads up on what it looks like, and maybe we can just get together and shoot over there and maybe do some additional planning. All right, perfect. Thanks, Logan.
Net control, check in, November 4, radio Bravo Bravo, and 4, RBB, Mike and Hialeah. Happy New Year to all.
November 4, Romeo Bravo Bravo, Mike in Hialeah. Great signal coming into the repeater. What are you using for a radio over there? Loud and clear.
Just got me the Yaesu FT991A. I'm actually, I just looked down at my power. I'm actually feeding 30 watts at the moment. I could probably bring it lower than that, but yeah, that's what I'm running at the moment.
Nice radio, nice radio. Yeah, you could probably bring it down to 5 watts and no one would know the difference, considering where the repeater is. Yeah, it sounds good, Mike. Good job.
Awesome. Thank you very much. 73s, and see you next week.
All right, cool. And if you just tuned in, we also stream the net live on YouTube. Just put in my call sign W1HQL, or just type in Everglades Amateur Radio Club. It'll bring you over to. You'll see the logo. Just click on it, and bam, you're watching me in the shack. Okay.
Yep, that's done. I already got you locked in on my YouTube. 73s.
All right, 7-3. Yep, I see Paul just popped up also. So howdy there, neighbor. Thanks for checking in on YouTube. Cool. We got 11 folks up here. Great. All right. Do we have any last minute check-ins? Any tail gunners out there? Because I have another net that I have to go to on HF.
This is Kilo Alpha 4, Alpha Mike Romeo, KA4AMR.
Harold, our official club tail gunner. Thanks for checking in. Kilo Alpha 4, Alpha Mike Radio. And I'll take a relay if you got one.
Yeah, this relay Kilo Delta 4 Whiskey Echo Tango. And quick question is, when is Winter Field Day? What day?
Last weekend in January, I think it's 29 and 30. I don't have my calendar hanging. I got to get a new calendar. So I believe it's 29 and 30.
Yo, so thanks for the info. K4MR clear.
All right, 7-3. We'll catch you later. All right, folks. If there aren't any other check-ins, I'll break for that, and then I'll sign off. All right, nothing heard. Thanks for checking in. Had a good list of folks here. We're up to 13 people here on YouTube. I'll be ending the stream shortly while I shoot over to and prepare for the other net that I have to attend to. And thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you all the same place, same time, same station. This is W1HQL. We'll be signing off. Have a good night.